challenge in our country's history.
Families impacted by the fentanyl crisis stood behind Trump at the White House during the bill signing ceremony. Trump says his administration has declared an all-out war against dealers and traffickers. The Halt All Lethal Trafficking of Fentanyl Act classifies all fentanyl-related substances as Schedule I drugs, meaning harsher penalties for people convicted of fentanyl-related crimes. Voters disapprove of the Trump administration's decision to deport illegal immigrants to countries other than their own.
According to a study conducted by Quinnipiac University, 64% of respondents disapprove of the deportation flights, while 30% said they approve of the practice. The poll also found that 39% of voters approve of the way ICE is enforcing immigration laws, while 57% disapprove and 4% did not offer an opinion. I'm Brian Shook.
Real estate investors from China are among the largest group of foreign buyers of residential property in the U.S.
According to the National Association of Realtors, Chinese clients purchased nearly $14 billion worth of homes in the U.S. between April 2024 and March of this year. That's an 83% jump from the previous year. California tops the list of states with 36% of all residential transactions completed by Chinese nationals. That's more than any other foreign group. I'm Matt Mattinson.
Corona cases are rising around the nation, but are still considered low.
The CDC says COVID rates are growing in 25 states. They are mainly in the south, southeast, and west coast, with the spike a part of a summer rise. There's a highly contagious variant called Nimbus that has a symptom being referred to as a razor blade throat because it feels like swallowing razor blades. I'm Mark Mayfield.
From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
Hey, I'm Brant, and her name is Sherry.
Hello.
She's a friend of mine whom we were just praying for because of a surgery she just went through.
Yes, and I am very happy about something you actually talk about all the time, which is
Medi-Share.
That is right.
Yeah. So what was your experience like with Medi-Share and the healthcare bills?
Honestly, Brant, seamless. And what a blessing that is when you're already nervous about a health issue, which I was.
Yeah.
Members shared my expenses. There were zero problems. And let me tell you, having people pray with you when you call in with your need, that is just...
It is refreshing.
Yes, that's what it is.
What I keep telling people love Medi-Share and they love saving money. A typical family can save $500 a month.
I am very thankful for Medi-Share. It is so different, and I mean different in a very, very good way.
It is good different. Call now. They're easy to talk to, and you can get a price within 2 minutes. Call 855-SHARE-40. That's 855-SHARE 40. 855-SHARE-40.
Zoran
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown and Crouppen. Brown and Crouppen.
So what's his handle?
GetBC.com.
You're gonna need lawyers, right?
All aboard! There's a new way to travel, and it's one of the oldest forms of transportation. Travel by train. Yes, consider traveling around the United States on Amtrak. Traveling by train is a lot less of a headache than taking a plane, and you'd be surprised how many places you can go on an Amtrak, and there's no passports or IDs needed. Find out how to get where you're going as soon as tomorrow by train. Call the Amtrak Travel Hotline right now. We'll book your trip and email your tickets within minutes. Skip the drive to the airport and skip the lines. Call right now to book your Amtrak reservations. We service most of the United States.
All aboard!
Do something new. Travel by Amtrak today.
800-428-9517. 800-428-9517. 800-428-9517. That's 800-428-9517.
What are you so happy about?
I'm on the pill.
Aren't you two a bit old to worry about having more kids?
Not her, me.
You lost me there, buddy.
Steelman pills. Things weren't always looking up, if you catch my drift. So my doctor prescribed me a little something.
Like Viagra?
Yeah, but that's expensive, and it wasn't covered by my insurance. Steelman pills cost me less than $3 a pill, and virtually the same effect. I just called and got over 40 pills for only $99.
I have this friend who might be looking and...
Well, if your friend wants some help, the consultation is free over the phone. No clinic. Steelman Pills sends it in the mail in a confidential package.
I'm on it. I mean, my friend will be on it.
Steelman Pills, going the extra mile to help men with erectile dysfunction.
800-915-9371. 800-915-9371. 800-915-9371. That's 800-915-9371.
The Lou Information Station presents Arch City Now with Vic Faust.
Oh, yeah. We got to be ready these days because ever since we did that new intro, it's quick. It's like 3 seconds. It's like, get over there. Get on the mic. First day it caught us by surprise. Now we've been a little bit better. Appreciate you guys being with us. As always, 6:05 is the time, July 17th. The sun is not up yet today. Normally the sun's coming up. That means it's cloudy and gray. Did we have rain overnight throughout the St. Louis metro area?
We did.
I sleep pretty well to a certain time. You know what sucks though? This morning I've been on pattern. I can't sleep. I'm getting up at like 3:30. Joe's like, what do you mean? That's what time I get up every day.
Exactly. 3:35.
3:35. I thought I saw something, read something somewhere that if you're getting up in the 3 o'clock hour, it means something.
You're crazy?
Yeah. It's like, there's a little bit more to it. I don't know. We'll see. We're here. What's going on in the Lou, guys? Arch City Now. Glad you're with us. We're here 6 to 8 a.m. Monday through Friday. It just seems like it's dark 30 out there. I don't know. Yesterday the sun was out. I guess we got some clouds maybe. More showers, pop-up showers possibilities today. A lot of heat coming in for the weekend. We're grateful that you guys jump in. Jump on the chat line. Talk with us if you want. We love your interaction. YouTube and X. Arch City Now at YouTube and X. You can also stream everything at luinfo.com. Once again, luinfo.com. And you can give us a call. The phone number 855-282-8255. 855-282-8255. For our podcast listeners, and Projo, can you tell my right eye is swollen? I try to put the glasses on to cover it up.
Yeah, now you can for sure.
It looks like I have a black eye.
Yeah, it does.
Crazy. I do some work on the side. Construction company that part of. Those tornadoes down in the Central West End, Delmar area, whenever I go down there, and something is in the air, whether it's mold, whether asbestos, something. The allergy medicine is crazy. I don't know if people deal with that kind of thing or not. But all of a sudden, the eye, look at it, it starts to swell up. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And it's itchy, and it's not pink eye.
Yeah, it's definitely something irritating, like an allergy for sure.
No, I did not get punched. No, it's not brown and black and blue and everything else, or yellow.
Megan putting the smackdown on you.
The smackdown. No, that's not going on. Anyway, hey guys, you know what we do? It's everything about St. Louis. We're in the morning, 6 to 8 a.m., Monday through Friday. Love it when you guys participate. Love when you guys bring topics to the table. Whatever you guys want to talk about, that's what we do. Something we'll get into in the 7 o'clock hour as well. Something we'll start now. We'll just get it out there, get it up and going. We talked about this before, and I'm kind of bummed out. Lion's Choice, by the way, throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area, ended up finishing third in the USA Today's 10 Best poll for best regional fast food. So they finished third. They were number one in this region, and then they ended up being number 3 nationally. So that just came out. Number 3 for Lion's Choice. When's the last time you had a Lion's Choice, Projo?
It's been a couple weeks.
Oh,
yeah,
I thought it might have been a couple days.
No, I've been buying my own roast beef from Schnucks.
There you go. What is that? Is it good roast beef?
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah.
Was that like boar's head or something?
No, they don't do boar's head anymore. Although I do like boar's head. Yeah. Apparently they had a big something go on with boar's head.
Now, would that be considered processed?
I don't think so. Yeah. I mean, I guess to a certain extent.
I don't know. Would it be? That's what I thought. It might be.
I mean, it's not like Oscar Mayer, but yeah, it's processed to an extent.
Okay. Well, that was one of the fast food things that came across the mix today. Some of the stories we'll cover, according to U.S. Stacker, the best city to live in every state. And we've got one in the Missouri area, and it's in the St. Louis area. And we'll let you guys get into that. Ever seen cars side swipe other cars in real life, not just in movies? It happened in South St. Louis. Neighbors are pissed off. They want some help from police. You go outside and you see your car side swiped. Is Missouri part of the Midwest? It was a poll question that was asked on Facebook. And some of the, I would say, yeah, but some of that questioning and some of the answers shocked people. Is like, it might not be. Like, what would it be? South? We're
We're
part
more-
of the South.
We're more on the eastern side of the mid.
Really?
Yeah, I think. I mean,
Yeah.
if you draw a line straight down the center, we're on the eastern side.
Coke is going to use pure cane sugar again. They're getting away from the fructose corn syrup.
Good.
Evolution Festival coming to St. Louis, of course, in September. We'll tell you a really good deed that they're doing. Glad to see all this stuff happening there. A Good Samaritan story. That's what this show's about. We love it when you guys bring those Good Samaritan stories as well. Just everyday kindness when people need help and you see people are in need. Glad this was brought to Facebook. Also, the airport that will take you the longest to walk through. I'm sure you remember some long walks in airports. Anything else you guys want to get into, we'll do that as well. The St. Louis Blues schedule is out for next season. People getting excited about the Blues already, so can't blame you guys from that standpoint. Also, anything else that comes up throughout the show. And of course, we love it when you guys check in and let us know what you want to talk about and what you have going on. First of all, that Blues schedule. The first game, can't believe it's coming out already. We're talking about Blues schedules already. The Blues are out. Looking for that schedule. I just had it here. No. Oh, we're also talking about more study, more evidence from Coldwater Creek victims and what they suffered, that there was an issue, might still be in some cases, you hope not, from Harvard. Harvard jumped in on that study. And we've already had 2 interviews regarding the Coldwater Creek situation. Listener Greg affectionately jokes about his issues that he has from a physical standpoint that may or may not have caused him to get a metal plate in his head coming from the Coldwater Creek situation. We joke about it affectionately. That's a serious damn thing. So we can get into that as well. The Blues have released their season schedule for the 2025 NHL season. First game, October 9th, home game against the Minnesota Wild. They have 26 games against their Central Division opponents. Very good Central Division, including 4 matchups each with the Blackhawks. We hope they're terrible again. Dallas, Nashville, Utah, and Winnipeg. You can also get single dates. They're going to go on later. I mean, you can go to the websites and get single game tickets a little bit later and find out more information as people get excited about that coming up. We're kind of in those, this week, there's not a lot going on. And it's not just from a sports standpoint, but whatever it is, it's like the 3rd week of July always seems like it is just absolutely dead. It does. It seems like that to me. Maybe you guys have seen it. Maybe you haven't. Maybe there's another time of the year that you think might not be as, I don't know, maybe not as exciting, entertaining with lots going on. But we cover some of those stories. For instance, I don't know why this got so much news play yesterday by local stations. And I know things can happen and people can get in fights. But, you know, there was a shooting at a McDonald's in Belleville, right there on the South Belt East in the afternoon, because 2 people who knew each other got into an argument. The culprit, a female, I mean, the victims were taken to the hospital. The conditions were labeled as stable. That's the best news. But they arrested a female suspect. They all knew each other.
I believe she was an employee there, the suspect.
Yeah, I think she came in, but I don't know if she was working.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you get in a fight at the place where you work and you shoot somebody. I mean, my Lord. Thankfully, as of last checked, the victims were in stable condition. The gun was recovered and the suspect taken in. She's still being held right now. But it got a lot of play. And of course, shooting, McDonald's. You know, thankfully nobody else got hurt. Yeah, but you can imagine if you're in a McDonald's ordering or in a drive-through, because, you know, I mean, you hear that sound. I mean, a pop-pop. It's like, uh-oh, I'm getting the hell out of town. Just not a good look. I mean,
well, it's really bad if you're stuck in line and you can't get out.
That too, depending upon the setup of the McDonald's.
Right. I had that happen at a Rally's downtown.
Whoa, what happened?
Rally's downtown.
How long ago was this?
5-6 years. But I was in the drive-thru and I heard some shots, and it's the one near the ballpark. Well, the one that used to be near the ballpark.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking
about. And then I saw cars.
That was there for a long time, right?
Yeah. Then I saw cars racing down, what is that, 4th Street. And, was stuck in line. Couldn't go anywhere.
So were you just like head down?
Well, just watching it happen. Like, okay, is this my time?
Were you with anybody else or were you sitting
No,
there?
I was driving for Uber at the time. I was taking a break.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, exciting life, right?
But you know what? You'll see a lot as an Uber driver because you're a former Uber driver. We've talked about this before. You never were afraid to really go anywhere, you said.
No. I'm a pretty big guy, and I mean, people didn't really, push my buttons. But I've heard a lot of stories from other drivers that I just never experienced.
Did you ever see anything happen when you were driving around too? Because you're on the road all the time from a crime standpoint.
People stealing cars.
You saw people stealing cars?
Yeah. Just late night, you're driving down the road. Either that or they're breaking into a car. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. That was it. I mean, nothing violent or anything.
No, we don't want, yeah, good. I didn't want it to happen. I was just like, damn.
Right.
All right. This is Art City Now. Vic Faust, Projo in the house. Speaking of some of those things that happen, I just don't, it happened. That kind of stuff can happen. I just didn't know if it was that big of a story, but I know it's like on the headline of many news stations. It just, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. I was hoping we could have something else, but that's how dead the news is. That's what's happening in July. There's just not a lot going on. That's all right. We don't have to force things.
Yeah,
we come here to get you up in the mornings.
No news is good news sometimes.
Yeah, good point. Good point. I think we'll just watch you cook now. Grill your meat.
Turn it into a cooking show.
Yeah. Some South St. Louis neighbors were upset. And we'll show you some of the video after they said a driver sideswiped their cars, 2 cars, significantly. I've never seen it happen live, but I have seen the aftermath down in Dogtown. I was staying at a friend's house many, many, many years ago. And there's not a lot of way to move through there. And I saw a couple cars that had taken some hits from another vehicle. And I didn't see another damaged vehicle around. So I was like, oh man, when they get, and I was up early. I was like, if they haven't seen yet, when they get up and see that, what a disaster. This time, multiple neighbors reported that a driver sideswiped 2 cars just before 1:30 a.m. Tuesday along Arsenal Street, just west of Hampton. A lot of us know where that is. Residents are questioning if more could have been done after the wreck. Of course, a lot of people would be. Not exactly what you want to see. One neighbor that was asked in the area, they said that they feel this incident highlights a trend of dangerous driving in the air where people are just flying by and they want people to be extra cautious. If people are, you can put up signs. You can always try to put up speed bumps, get more of a police presence. But it's not always as ezy to do as it may sound.
Yeah, they don't have speed bumps in St. Louis. They have speed humps. I call them speed jumps. Because the sign for them is usually hidden behind a tree.
That's a good point, Projo. That is the voice of Projo. Have we seen you yet today, Projo?
Yeah, I'm on there right now.
Okay, good. I wanted to see I was looking through some of the information that we had. Wanted to see your pretty mug. Okay. Coca-Cola. They're getting rid of the high fructose corn syrup, the fructose corn syrup. They're done with it.
Good.
Yeah, they're going to go back. They're done with the high fructose corn syrup. They're going to use pure cane sugar now. And allegedly, that's better. We've talked about this stuff for many years.
Oh, yeah. Natural's always better.
Natural's always better. By the way, the high fructose corn syrup started to be popular in the 80s. Cost-cutting efforts. Make more money. Don't care about Americans' health as much. But there is some Coke that's already sold in the United States made with real sugar. I had no idea. And such as like kosher for Passover Coke. That's literally what they said this was happening. So it was part of Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s mission to try to make America safer again. Getting some of those dyes out of food. And he literally said high fructose corn syrup was bad for Americans' health and a formula for making you obese and diabetic. But he's also criticized sugar. That doesn't mean real sugar is good for you, too.
Well, high fructose corn syrup is addictive.
And it's in a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my problem with sweets. No, the sugar addiction. What was the doctor? Some doctor said the sugar addiction is like, what was it? 4 times more than like a drug addiction.
Well, it's worse than heroin.
Coke addiction,
yeah.
Heroin addiction.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, no, thank you. But it's tough. And I believe it takes 17 days, 18 days to break. Maybe 17, 18, or 21 days to break a sugar dependency of not having it.
Could you imagine how hard it would be? Like high fructose corn syrup and sugar is in everything. Could you imagine how hard it would be to cut it out of your diet completely?
If you didn't know about it?
I think it would just be in general hard to cut it out.
Yeah, I guess it would be. By the way, Eli says Coca-Cola has not confirmed the switch. Their statement after President Trump said that they were said, "We appreciate President Trump's enthusiasm for our iconic Coca-Cola brand. More details on new innovative offerings within our Coca-Cola product range will be shared soon." So we will see where that's going. We've already heard, and maybe Coke wanted to make the announcement first, but the president already spilled the beans, so to speak. They'd be suing him if that wasn't true. So I think that wasn't supposed to be said yet. It was. And now they're dealing with it. Okay. I'm checking out some of those things here. 6:23 on a Thursday morning, July 17th. What's up in your neck of the woods? Shows all about St. Louis. That's what we talk about. St. Louis, St. Louis, St. Louis. This, that, whatever's going on. What's making the needle move for you today? What do we need to know about? Give a shout out for your area, your city. Let us know. Something else from a food standpoint, and I like to get into some of the polling that's done. But survey done with the best sub sandwich from every state. Okay, think about all the places throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area. Now, Projo, I know you've eaten a sub or two in your day.
A couple.
But to start to think really long and hard about a really good spot in the St. Louis area. Now, they have more than one location. I know that for sure. And I absolutely love this sub shop.
So are we talking local or are we talking?
Local.
Okay. There's
No, this isn't
no
Subway.
chains.
No
Okay,
Subway.
all right.
Or Jersey Mike's or whatever else that they do out there. So it's a institution in the state known for their hot salami sandwiches. They capture the heart and soul of St. Louis cuisine. Each sandwich is a testament to tradition and flavor, crafted with care and quality ingredients. Oh, you don't need any more? You don't need any more?
I have a guess, yeah.
Hold on. You don't want any more of the clue?
You can keep going.
I'll give you a guess then. So we're going to play. What is it? What do you think it is?
All right. I
don't think you're going to get it.
I have 2 guesses.
No. What's your first? I don't think you're going to get it in your first guess.
Okay, what it's probably is emos, but what I
Emos.
want it to be is Amagetti's.
Neither one of them.
Oh man,
I knew you were not going to get this one today.
Oh,
I just
wow.
had a feeling. But I don't know if you've ever had the sub, but if you have it, I completely agree. So I'll continue on. The atmosphere is rich with tradition, local charm, friendly chatter of patrons, and the scent of freshly sliced meats in the air. It's a place where history and flavor come together, offering a sub experience that's both authentic and delightful. Have you ever heard of Joyous?
No.
What?
I've never heard of Joyous.
Projo. Look it up. Gioia. Oh my gosh. Projo, you are missing out. Okay, here's what you got to do. You got to stop as you head back to Lincoln County. Get off at the Winghaven Boulevard exit.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Make a right and go straight down past Winghaven Country Club, and it'll be sitting on your left-hand side.
Is that the only location?
It's the closest location to you.
Oh, okay.
That's what I think from where you're headed.
I'm just wondering where like the original location's at. Is it downtown? Or near
There's
downtown?
a couple of them downtown.
Oh, okay.
You've got not downtown, but I think there's one in Creve Coeur.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's one off Ballas or Old Ballas. Yeah, check those. I mean, I'm telling you'd never heard of Joyous.
I've never. I mean,
oh, dude, it is so good. I promise you, you'll love it.
Yeah.
Are you a salami guy?
Yeah.
So you obviously threw out Amaghetti's. You like Amaghetti's.
Oh, yeah.
But Amaghetti's isn't really considered a sub place.
It's
That's more of a
deli.
restaurant,
Well,
isn't
it's considered an Italian deli.
Okay. I'm just saying, if anybody else has a shout out that they want to give to, more than welcome. Chat line up and running today. 6:27's our time. Yes, the yellow cap Cokes have pure cane sugar during Passover. Greg says, yes, those yellow cap Cokes, that is the sugar that you know is real cane for Passover. We appreciate you letting us know about that. Yellow caps on Coke. Also, Greg said, had cloud to cloud lightning last night around 10:30 p.m. was wild looking. I've already told you the weather looks something weird is going on with our weather. We've never seen patterns like this, and nobody can say that they have. This is all new. And then, of course, our conspiracy theorists will be, it's the weather modification, which is a legitimate thing. It's a scientific proven thing that is happening.
But now they're using 5G.
Oh, my gosh. 5G. Here we go. Maybe that's why my eye is swollen up. Walking outside, 5G's like,
it's allergies.
Allergies. Allergies. Gosh. Hey, guys, when we come back, we'll tell you what polling says is the best, U.S. Stacker says is the best city to live in the state of Missouri. And it's the St. Louis side. We'll get into that. You guys can throw out your shout outs as well. This is Arch City Now. Watch us on YouTube and X, Arch City Now. You can also check us out and stream us at luinfo.com. I'm Vic Faust. You hear the voice of Projo as well. We are the Lou Information Station. We're live and on demand at luinfo.com. We'll be back with more right after this. If you want to give us a call, you can too. 855-282-8255. Once again, that's 855-282-8255. We're off and rolling on a Thursday morning. It is July 17th. We'll be back with more right after this.
You've seen this. It's brand new. Are you online?
Oh, hey. Oh, so you're new here.
All right, let's get cracking.
Okay, then maybe you should check out our website.
You're insane.
Well, you download songs illegally from the internet.
LouInfo.com. The Lou Information Station. 590 AM KLIS, Wood River, St. Louis.
Our origin story begin.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision. It should not be based solely on advertisements.
Not sure how to get a lawyer after an accident? Call Brown & Crouppen. We'll walk you through it. Worried it'll cost too much? Here's a fact. At Brown & Crouppen, you pay nothing up front, and we never get paid unless you do. When you're our client, you'll have all your questions answered, all for free. Hurt? Get the facts and help you need. Call Brown & Crouppen now.
Hey everyone, Cam Jansen here to tell you about the experts at Fast Signs in Earth City. Fast Signs can handle any and all of your business visibility needs, from traditional signs and graphics to digital to core graphics and anything in between. Fast Signs in Earth City has you covered. The station uses them, the Blues use them, and you will love the work they do. Call 314-344-4400 for your custom signage needs today. That's Fast Signs in Earth City, 314-344-4400.
LouInfo.com news headlines brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. GetBC.com.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. 2 sisters died Monday in a house fire in the Dutchtown neighborhood. It's now being investigated as a homicide. The grandson, Ryan LaRose, is facing an arson charge in a separate case. No arrests yet for the Monday fire. The building, known as Magna Place off Interstate 64 near Interstate 170, sold in early April for $34.3 million, according to the St. Louis Business Journal. The new owner is the founder of Onder Law Firm. St. Louis Public Schools and the Little Bit Foundation moved their tornado relief center to a new location this week. It's operating out of Vashon High School. It'll be running through July 31st. The center moved from Metro High School. The national banking platform MocaFi launched an investment initiative of $1.5 million for students to put toward education or buying a home or starting a business. The program is giving $5,000 each to 300 eligible students who were 7th graders in the 2024-25 school year, with On Our Block St. Louis spearheading the effort. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather, presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports, anytime, anywhere.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. We have cold front off to the west, and that may kick up a few showers or thunderstorms later on today. Mix of sun and clouds, and we'll hit the upper 80s. Few showers overnight, low 70s, and then about the same for Friday. Upper 80s, clouds hanging around along with afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Slight chance of a shower or two over the weekend. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill has a new menu.
Don't freak out.
Hot Shots favorites are still there, like their famous wings, tacos, burgers, and pizzas. Plus, sure to be new faves like Big Philly egg rolls, the Bold and Hearty Slugger sandwich, the Buffalo chicken pizza, and 2 new wing sauces, Carolina Gold and Bourbon Glaze. And making a comeback, it's the return of Hot Shots' legendary waffle fries. So now there's even more to love at Hot Shots. Come try out the new menu at Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. Find the location nearest you at hotshotsnet.com.
If you've been thinking about improving your smile, now's the perfect time. Hi, I'm Dr. Otto from Otto Orthodontics. We offer free consultations, the newest techniques, and treatment that's faster, more comfortable, and tailored just for you. Whether it's Invisalign, braces, whitening, or even Botox. We're Missouri's #1 Invisalign provider with 5 convenient locations. And here's something special. Mention this ad when you call to schedule your free consult, and you'll get $1,000 off your treatment. Visit OttoOrtho.com to book your free consult today.
Hot Take Central 2.0.
Now, as you sports fans know,
it's really getting out of hand, man. It's blown way out of control.
With Cam Jansen.
I'm going to lead you down the path that rocks.
And Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
You're a legend in the city, moving by day instead of night.
Weekday mornings from 8 to 10.
Hell yeah.
Only on the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com. Hot Take Central 2.0.
This whole situation is getting out of control.
Back to more of Arch City Now with Vic Faust on the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Well, there we go. That was a fast break. Glad you guys are back with us. Happy Thursday, July 17th is our day. The time right now, 6:34, kind of a cloudy morning throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area. A little bit cooler. That's good. Possibility of storms today can hit. And then, of course, heat and humidity expected for the weekend, but then again, it could be worse. We're inside getting you going as we do every morning, 6 to 8 a.m. Hope this morning is going all right so far. If anything's on your mind, what's got you moving today? What's got you thinking? Let us know. What's going on throughout the area that we need to be talking about? Any shout outs to anybody, any businesses, any events coming up we'd love to promote as well. That's what the show is all about. It's about you guys. You can also jump in on the chat line. You do that on YouTube and X. Once again, that's YouTube and X. Good morning as we look at some of the people jumping into the chat line already. Good morning to you, Paul. We appreciate Paul Raymond. Also, Greg says, by the way, I did some research and we're going to lose. Oh my God, here we go. Before I get into this, if you want to call us, you can. The phone number is 855-282-8255, 855-282-8255. It's on our screen as well. You can also join us from a video standpoint. You let us know. We'll give you the video link. You can chime in and join us on the show to talk about whatever it is that you want to do from that standpoint as well. Coming up tomorrow, we have chiropractor and DO, Dr. Eric Naputi will be joining us, see what's happening in his world. And also when it comes to health, talking about some of the products that are out there, revolutionary products that can help you. Projo's been taking some of them. He can attest as well. Kind of get an idea of where we're headed with a lot of the health is we are in 2025, because we love new medicines and new ways of looking at things and not just being stuck in old ways, and trying to be as healthy as you can throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area, not just, I guess you would say, treating something after it happens, but being proactive so that it never happens. Okay, back to listener viewer Greg. He says, did some research. We're going to lose 1.5 milliseconds on July 22nd and August 5th. I have no idea what the hell you were talking about, how you got to that conclusion, and how fast a millisecond is. But we appreciate you jumping in. This was because the other day I said it seemed like time's going faster, and Projo said, well, I think it is. Like actually time's moving faster than it used to. Like Superman somehow went around the earth like he did in the Superman movie and tried to go back in time. Now he's fast forwarding time as a new movie man is out. Greg says that Projo can confirm. Are you really going to jump into that same on deck batter circle with Greg?
I mean, I've heard something about gravity and the pole shift making the earth spin faster or slower or something. So, I mean, I don't know. I can say that I've heard similar claims. So, yeah.
Okay. As we say, happy, joy. So make the most of the time that you have, because it's going fast.
Yeah.
It's going fast. But we all know life goes by fast. It's too fast for anybody. Way too fast. You look back and you're like, wow, look at that. So try not to have any regrets. And if you do, you learn from them.
I just remember looking forward to last weekend, and now it's already Thursday. So there's definitely some validity. Things feel like they're going fast.
I agree. 100%. I do agree. This is Arch City Now. Greg says the moon's gravity mainly. So you're being serious.
Yeah.
Time is moving faster.
The moon's gravity. That's it. Yeah.
So we're going to lose 1.5 milliseconds next week. And then we're going to lose another 1.5 milliseconds on August 5th. How are we ever going to get that time back? Okay. The moon and the earth orbits. You just never know what we're going to be talking about on Arch City Now. Getting you out the door this morning.
I think we need to check the flux capacitor.
Uh-oh. Are you looking for Michael J. Fox?
Yeah.
Okay.
As I push my glasses up.
That's right. I got your reference, and I appreciate it. Okay. U.S. Stacker has put out a poll. Oh, my God. Greg says the moon is slowly moving away 1.5 inches from Earth each year. Why is that happening? That is interesting. So it's moving 1.5 inches away. Okay, then. All right, we're all in there. Eli says, since this comes from Live Science, I don't know much about the Live Science publication. I don't know if they're sponsored and paid for by anybody. As you can tell, I'm very, very cautious of certain things.
Yes, you should be.
But they say, since the relativity early days of our planet, Earth's rotation has been slowing down, making our days longer.
How?
Not faster. Researchers found that about 1 billion to 2 billion years ago, a day on Earth was only 19 hours long. This is likely because the moon was closer to our planet, making its gravitational pull stronger than it is now and causing Earth to spin faster on its axis. And now you know another side of the story. What say you, Greg? From this segment of Arch City Now, brought to you by Live Science,
right,
where we get you up and out the door on a St. Louis summer morning. 6:40 is the time. All right, try not to be too stupid this morning. We appreciate it. Didn't think we'd get this much out of the subject, but we have, and here we are, and we are all now dumber for what we have just heard. Just kidding. What is the best city to live in the state of Missouri? U.S. Stacker tried to put this together, a list, so to speak, of what's the best, what isn't the best. And I'm looking for it again to get the whole kit and caboodle there. The number one state, or the number one city in the state. Any idea what it is? Any idea what they would rank it on? Maybe I need to give you an idea, Pro Joe, as well, of...
I have a guess.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay. You have a guess. Mm-hmm. Is it a good guess, you think?
I would think so. I mean, it's probably a common guess.
Okay. Well, I'm looking for the whole... I've got the city. What I'm looking for right now is to make sure I've got it right here. Okay, you can find the polling on MSN. It was U.S. Stacker who compiled this list, and they use the Niches 2023 rankings. They make it the best place to live based on factors of cost of living, educational attainment, housing, public schools, and things to do.
I was going off an entertainment factor.
Okay, that could be it too. The number one city to live in the state of Missouri, and Pro Joe's opinion, is what?
Branson. No. Just because it's like...
I know. Yeah. I see what you're saying. No, they were not on. I didn't see them.
Interesting.
This was an interesting one to me as well. And I'll read why they say what they say as well here. What do you look for in an ideal town? Proximity to trails, lakes, and beaches? How about top-ranked schools for your kids? Would you like a professional or college sports team nearby? Do you prefer museums or art walks? Americans opt to move for a variety of reasons. They said that there are many cities on list that are suburbs experiencing growth thanks to rapid improvements in their metropolitan areas and other reasons. So what is interesting here in this city is I never would have guessed it to be the number one place to live. But it didn't say it was a family, and it didn't say it was for people who are single. It's just the best city to live in. The anticipation getting you? I was surprised when I saw it, but here it is.
I'm just waiting for you to say Kansas City.
No, it's in St. Louis.
Oh, city in St. Louis.
I told you it was a St. Louis metro area. It was a town. Gotcha. The number one city to live in, according to U.S. Stacker, is Clayton. Clayton. Population of just under 17,000 people. It's also coming in as the 60th best city to live in America. So it comes in at 60. And the paragraph that they give, it's just a quick one. Despite its modest size of 2.5 square miles, Clayton manages to pack in plenty of attractions. The city is home to 11 parks, and I think that's why they gave it this total that they got 11 parks, including Hanley Park, which is home to the oldest structure in the city, the historic Hanley House. So Clayton getting the nod. How about Clayton?
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, me either. Shocking. Clayton, of all the cities. And Clayton's nice. It's beautiful. There's things to do. Downtown Clayton is great. I just didn't expect to see Clayton come up as the number one spot to live.
That is definitely shocking.
The more you know. Looking at the polling, let me see here, from other cities, states, whatever it may be. You've got Clayton was number one there. And then I'm trying to go back to they put it in alphabetical order. A suburb of Chicago for Illinois, it was Bannockburn, Bannockburn. I'd never heard of Bannockburn. You've also got Florida, West Chase. That's a suburb of Tampa, Florida. Connecticut, West Hartford. California, Albany, a suburb of Oakland, California. Little surprise there. Also, Alabama was Madison. So Indiana, Carmel. If you haven't, Carmel's a great town too. So just getting that word out there. But Clayton coming in. So congrats to Clayton. I'm sure they love the new rankings. It is 6:46. This is Arch City Now at 7:17. If you guys have a story you want to give a shout out, you can do so as well. Let us know. Get in the chat line. YouTube and X. Chat line says, too expensive for me to live in Clayton. Paul says, surprise, surprise. If anybody else has a reason that they feel another place would be the best place to live in the state of Missouri, would love to get that. Projo, you thought Branson for a reason. I guess you thought because of entertainment?
Yeah, because of entertainment, just overall, if you're going to move somewhere, you want it to be, you want there to be a good range of entertainment.
Yeah, I guess it all depends on what you're looking for too.
Yeah.
I like the suburbs of St. Louis. I really do. I like the suburb. I like the suburb feel of what we have throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area. Maybe I do too because I'm biased towards it because I grew up here. I think that's one of the positive things about this area is how the suburbs are kind of put together.
I think St. Charles has the best of both worlds, if you ask me.
The best of what kind of worlds?
Well, just it's not quite St. Louis, but it's not, but it's not St. Louis. You know what I mean?
It's not St. Louis.
Right.
It's not St. Louis, but then it's not St. Louis.
Right. Just close enough.
Well, I mean, that's still the number one place where people were moving to. We talked about that and some of the polling that was done. Cheaper. At one point in time, it was less traffic. Now it just depends on where you're driving because there's lots of traffic all throughout the St. Charles area. And we like to talk about places and polling and things that are happening for people around the St. Louis metropolitan area.
And St. Charles County is affordable as well.
Yeah, I get that. It is. Most of St. Charles County is. And it's still a hot spot, as we were talking about, for people to move to. And by the way, Eli, I appreciate you chiming in, saying our days are actually getting longer because the moon is pulling, or was it the moon or was it the sun going away from the earth?
The moon.
Because the moon is going away from the earth.
Yeah, we rotate around the sun, so we would be getting further away from the sun.
That makes sense. Yeah, we love you guys' input. Let us know. The chat line, YouTube and X, Arch City Now. If you want to send us an email and you don't want to be in the chat line, that's fine as well, too. You can go to archcitynow@gmail.com. Once again, that's archcitynow@gmail.com. If you want to give us a call, phone number is 855-282-8255. Once again, that's 855-282-8255. 6:49 on a Thursday morning, July 17th. What's going on today? What should we know about? Is there an event? Is there an activity? Is there something happening that you'd like to bring attention to? Is there a charitable organization you'd like to promote? We do all of that as well. We'd like to bring you in, talk about that as well. If there is something, let us know so we can let other people know as well. We take you to 8 o'clock every morning. That's when Hot Take Central 2.0 jumps in on the show and follows us up. And be sure to check out luinfo.com for a list of all the shows that we have on our network all throughout the day. Some really good programming, really good content. And that's what we're trying to do here in the St. Louis area is bring you all of those things. Blue schedule's been released. The 2025 season and 2026 season. You can go to their website and check out all the specific games. However, you're talking about a team right now that's supposed to start their Blues schedule. First game, October 9th at home against the Minnesota Wild. Go Blues, go Blues, go Blues. Okay. Also, when it comes to polling, we saw the lines that were coming out of St. Louis Lambert International Airport. It was insane on Sunday. Remember that? Yeah. Not a very good thing. However, it doesn't take a lot of time to get through St. Louis Lambert. Usually, you really don't have to deal with that in a horrible situation most of the time, because it's not an airport that is big. It's not one that takes you forever to get through. But I can remember walking through airports going, my gosh, I better have my tennis shoes on because I'm going to have to be walking a lot. The number one airport that it takes you the longest to walk through. Now, this is all they said. It just basically the U.S. will take you it's the longest walk-through airport in the United States.
Orlando or Chicago?
Orlando came in, I think, at number 6. Number 1, it's not Lambert in St. Louis. It's maybe a surprising one. How about this? I'll count backwards. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess 5. Orlando's the 5th. 0.7 miles walking through. How do you get through everything? Coming in at 5, Pittsburgh International Airport, 0.86 miles, which is interesting. Number 3 is Washington Dulles International Airport. That's 0.97 miles. Number 2, Denver. And I had some long walks in Denver. I had to go through Denver. That is a long, big airport. They came in with a walking distance of 1.14 miles. And number 1, you talk about it taking a while to get through if you're going to be there, is, and this wasn't on your list and you're probably not even thinking about it, Dallas-Fort Worth.
Never been there.
Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, DFW in Texas, the longest walk of all. We're talking about a 1.50 mile trek, a 1.5 mile trek from the entrance to the furthest gate. That's how they do that.
You know what they say, everything's bigger in Texas, even the airports.
But I mean, it's not a surprise when you also find out that the airport takes up nearly a square mile of space and has 171 gates spread across 5 terminals. That's incredibly big. 171 gates. So now when you travel, you may be looking at those gates, and if you're walking, you're thinking about, man, how long is my walk today? No totals on what it is at Lambert. From the chat line, no, Atlanta not getting a shout out this morning, or Atlanta wasn't. Try walking Atlanta with a 3-month-old knee replacement. Yep, sounds like you've been there, done that. This is Art City Now. We talk about those polling. We talk about some of those stories making news. I don't know, man. That's interesting when you think about the walks. And then, of course, it makes it easier when you have the moving. What would you call those?
The belt?
Yeah, a moving belt.
Yeah, it's like
that you stand on.
Tread belt. Or
I
tread
love
walk.
them. I wish I had them all around life. I'd like to walk fast on the tread belt. That's already moving fast.
I do that with escalators.
And then it's like you're sprinting without sprinting. Like, subscribe, share the show. Jump in on X and YouTube, Art City Now. You also can find us on 590, which is your streaming service, at luinfo.com, 590 AM radio, luinfo.com if you want to give us a call. All yours, 855-282-8255. Once again, that's 855-282-8255. 888-848-9255. It's called a People Mover, Vic. Come on, get with the program. I guess so. What else is happening for you guys today? We're still up. We're still waiting for breakfast routines, morning routines when you get up, because we have this early morning hour shift. What do you do when you get up in the morning? How do you get going? Is it coffee? Is it a walk? Is it a TV thing? Is it hitting your alarm 10 times and racing out the door? Is it a stop at your local dispensary? Are they up early? Yeah, I didn't think so, Pro Joe.
Not till at least 8 is the earliest.
Damn. Wake and bake.
Yep.
Wake and bake with Vic and Joe. 6:55 is our time. Try not to get too stupid. By the way, the ESPYs were held last night. Simone Biles came away the big winner. She won multiple awards. No surprise with Simone and the year that she had. Also, Cardinals get back to action, as we know, Friday in Arizona with the Diamondbacks. Pretty clear what the Cardinals need, and that's a lot. They need a lot when it comes to making a serious playoff push in the second half of the season. We did a lot of talking about it yesterday, but Friday and Saturday, you've got the Savannah Bananas in town, Noah Nisnik, St. Louis native, Vianney High grad, will be playing for the Savannah Bananas. I think he's number 88. He's one of their pitchers. There's Pro Joe popping his picture up. Like to do that. Like to get that publicity out there. Our friend, you know what? I texted Kelly. She didn't text me back.
Oh, about those tickets? Yeah.
Was that you? Oh, or Greg did.
Greg did, yeah. But
for a second, I thought it was you that was saying that. So, yeah, good luck trying to get some tickets. But they sold out back-to-back nights. Great for the Savannah Bananas. And hopefully, and I think we'll probably get a pretty good show Friday and Saturday. It's going to be hot as heck. The weather should be decent. I mean, I don't think it's going to be, I don't know if we're expecting any rain for the weekend. Let's hope. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at a lot of rain possibility. Dang. The whole weekend? I don't know. I just know that it's cloudy outside right now. The best part of waking up is, waking up. I don't know. For many people.
15
what?
Seconds.
Dang. We'll be back with more. Harvard confirming what's happening at Coldwater Creek and we'll get into that as well. Plus the Evolution Festival. This is Art City Now. We are your information station, live and on demand at luinfo.com.
Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At US Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With US Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it managing me.
US Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With US Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose US Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. US Med. Better service, better care. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. That's 800-891-6335.
Hey, listen to me. I'm one of the credit cards in your wallet. I'm about to explode and pop like a balloon. You're using me and my brothers way too much. Your credit cards aren't the only ones annoyed. It's your paycheck that doesn't have enough to pay everything. Save your credit cards, your paycheck, and yourself a lot of PAIN. Pain. Call the debt helpline now, not tomorrow, right now. Our experts will show you how you can cut your interest rates and your payments on your credit cards in half. Credit card companies have special assistance programs designed to help you. Make this 100% free call right now and learn how you could get out of credit card debt. Here's the number.
800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. That's 800-406-6569. Paid for by Zero Debt.
The Lou Information Station, 590 AM KLIS, Wood River, St. Louis.
USA Radio News, I'm Anthony Lucero. President Trump says the media and some Republicans are wasting time on what he calls the Epstein hoax. Trump spoke to reporters yesterday in the Oval Office, and he was asked about the contentious DOJ investigation into the late sex trafficker that even some Republicans have questioned.
It's all been a big hoax that's perpetrated by the Democrats, and some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net, and so they try and do the Democrats' work.
Trump added he was surprised that some Republicans got duped and followed the Democratic playbook of going after him with false stories, comparing Epstein to the Russia hoax. The president again stood by Attorney General Pam Bondi, saying she only released what she thought is credible from the Epstein files. Sean Diddy Combs is taking steps towards rehabilitation ahead of his October sentencing. TMZ reports that the music mogul has entered 2 programs, one focused on drug abuse, the other on preventing domestic violence and sexual assault. Border Czar Tom Homan is blaming Democrats for a recent surge of violence targeting federal immigration agents.
You got senators and congressmen comparing ICE to Nazis, racists, Gestapo. It's just never ending.
While speaking this week in Texas, Homan says that the rhetoric he's hearing from some in Washington is fanning the flames of hate. There's a fringe minority, he says, who now feel emboldened to attack ICE agents. Homan shot back at those who want to ban federal agents from covering their faces, saying some are being ID'd and threatened. The Democratic Party's approval rating continues to drop.
According to a Harvard Caps Harris poll, only 4 in 10 respondents approved of the job that the Democratic Party is doing. It marks a slight drop from June, when 42% of respondents answered the same way, and it may signal the party is still grappling with its losses from November. However, across the aisle, polling found a 48% GOP approval rating. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
Let's see, if something costs less, a lot less, but people are actually happier with it, that sounds like something to look into. And that's MetaShare. Maybe you've heard joining MetaShare can save you or your family up to $500 a month. And that's huge, but it's also true. People are just happier with it. They love being part of something that reflects and promotes their values and what they believe in. MetaShare works too. It's been around for 30 years now, and members have shared more than $7 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. You can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with. Here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 855-SHARE-40. 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 855-SHARE-40.
The National
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown and Crouppen. Brown and Crouppen, 222-2222. 222-2222.
Who needs a vacation? Are you ready for an unforgettable getaway? Start packing your bags, because Branson, Missouri, the vacation and entertainment capital of the U.S., is calling your name. For just $99 per person, here's what you get. A full 3-day, 2-night stay in a luxury resort hotel. A delicious full breakfast buffet every morning you're here. And when you call right now, free show tickets worth up to $100. That's right, free show tickets to an award-winning show on us. You don't have to leave the country for an amazing vacation. You can drive or fly to Branson and have an incredible time. Whether you bring in the whole family or just planning a romantic escape, this trip is built for you. We guarantee you'll love Branson. This is not a timeshare. It's just an unbeatable vacation deal for only $99 per person. You book now, you can use your tickets anytime this year. You don't even need to know your travel dates to lock in the special price. Hurry, because this offer won't last long. Call our Branson vacation experts today.
800-497-7198. 800-497-7198. 800-497-7198. That's 800-497-7198. Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At US Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With US Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it managing me.
US Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With US Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose US Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. US Med. Better service, better care. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. That's 800-891-6335.
The Lou Information Station presents Arch City Now with Vic Faust.
Hey guys, happy Thursday, July 17th. It is 7:05. We take you now to the top of the hour at 8 o'clock. Hey, thanks for joining us every day. We just try to get you up and going, everything about St. Louis, what's happening, what's going on in your neck of the woods, what's moving the needle for you or for anybody else. And of course, if there are events, things, restaurants, people, businesses, whatever that you want to promote, let us know. You can jump in on the chat line. You can do that through YouTube and X right now. More streaming services on the way. Right now, it's Arch City Now. YouTube and X, you can jump in on the conversation. You can stream us there as well. Also, you can check out everything with our network, luinfo.com. Once again, it's luinfo.com. You can stream us there all the time. Our shows and all the shows throughout the day as well. And you can give us a call. The phone number to dial is 855-282-8255. Once again, that's 855-282-8255. Arch City Now is who we are, and we talk everything St. Louis. What's happening, your neck of the woods, things that are going on, headlines. We do that as well. I did like this one. The Evolution Festival is going on September 27th and 28th. That's a big deal. Huge concerts. We had their people on talking about this a few weeks ago, promoting the event. It's not until September, but it's not too early to get your tickets, to start planning for it. They've got the pre-sale tickets that's on right now. A lot of big events coming to that. Presented by Stiefel, benefiting the United Way. But the organizers from Evolution Festival has said that they're going to give proceeds to victims of the St. Louis tornado. So it's a one-stop shop, big circle, feel-good story. And they said at bare minimum, they're going to donate $100,000. $100,000 from the Evolution Festival. I mean, the event, the single day and weekend passes are on sale. I mean, you're talking like Sublime is playing on Saturday in the St. Louis area. You've got Sam Fender, Public Enemy, the Hives, the Kills, Connie Bailey Ray. You've also got His Lordship, the Velveteers, McKinley James, Gus Baldwin and the Sketch, Jimmy Griffin and the Incurables. That's all on Saturday. Then on Sunday, I mean, there are big names right and left coming here. Lenny Kravitz, Projo, I think you've heard of him.
Yeah.
Lenny
He's got a couple of hits.
Also, Father John Misty, TLC, Marcus King Band, Maggie Rose, Cutworms, Low Cut Connie, Goldberg, Night Chip, Hacienda, Lawrence Rothman, Dagger Polyester, and Still Animals. So anyway, September 27th, 28th, get your tickets now. There's all kinds of information. Literally go to evolutionfestival.com. It's that easy to learn more. And now we find out that they are donating at least $100,000 to tornado victims in the St. Louis area. So nice job by the Evolution Festival. No surprise there. Just really good work being done throughout the St. Louis area. From the chat line, Greg, maybe Earth, Wind, and Fire could raise money. They'll be here July 22nd at the St. Louis Music Park. Okay. If that's your cup of tea, go for it. Earth, Wind, and Fire, July 22nd.
Woo!
Thank you, Rick. How about this for a feel-good story? And people like to promote good news. They like to, pass on positive stories. And it doesn't take that long. And sometimes it doesn't take a whole lot of effort to make somebody's day, month, maybe their year. Because when we see people, we don't know what they've been through. We don't know if somebody has just done something to them that's horrible. So we could say something and they could just fly off the handle because we're human. You don't know the stress that people are dealing with. That's why we always have to just be careful and just be cognizant of who people are. and trying to understand what somebody else might be going through and trying to put them first, or less of you, more of everybody else, spreading good news, good cheer for whatever reason. There's a guy, Jerry's Tire Sales over in Edwardsville, that made a woman's day, and she posted about it on Facebook and it went viral. The Good Samaritan, so to speak, is Chris Gerstenecker, who works at Jerry's Tire Sales over in Edwardsville. Well, a woman ran in crying, kind of flustered, because she got a flat tire. Her tire was going flat. She had a light on. She's trying to get her dad to the hospital, who was not doing well. So what she did was she walked in and there was a line. They were busy. But she said, Chris got somebody to help the desk, literally, and I'm giving you the fast story, went outside, patched up her tire, took care of it. The light goes off so that she can get her dad to the hospital. Didn't even charge the lady, and she didn't have to wait in a long line. She said, I started to cry, and he must have read me that I was in a tough spot. He personally took my keys, instructed the gentleman up front helping that he would be out of the store for a minute. He then proceeded to repair my tire, made my warning light go away, and got me back on the road in under 15 minutes, and he didn't charge her a penny. He just said, I grabbed the keys. I took care of it. I got the light to go off, and I didn't even ask her name. Didn't charge her. I just got her on her way. It's all about the experience. She tried to tip him. He wouldn't even accept a tip. He just said that he looked her in her eyes and offered something even more valuable. He said, I don't know what's going on in your life, but I can see you're having a rough time, and I hope this makes it better. His goal is to make customers feel like family, not just another number. Oh, what a great story, huh?
More business owners should.
You know what? I've had people treat me like that. Well, I have. I do think there's lots of these stories out there where people really try to help. And there's other stories where there's not. So you have to be careful. And it's hard. It is difficult to find good help and people to represent your business. We all know this, especially in the service industry throughout the St. Louis area. Chris is getting called out on a positive thing here. If there's somebody else or a positive experience you've had at a business, let us know. We'd love to promote it. Just like this woman did on social media, and it went viral. All Chris said was, and I love this answer. We're talking about Jerry's Tire Sales over in Edwardsville. He says, quote, I'm a born and raised country boy, so I try to treat everybody the way I would want to be treated. I bank on trying to make people's day better because it's like going to the dentist. Nobody wants to come get their car fixed unless they have to. You will still hear me say, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. I still open doors for people. So Jerry's Tire Sales has a new customer, according to the woman. She's like, you're amazing. And then that was that. And Gerstenecker said he definitely noticed a change in her demeanor as she left the shop. He said she was tickled pink. And those are the kind of stories we like to focus on when we get a chance. That's what we want St. Louis to be a part about. That's who we are. That's who we can be more of. And those are the kind of stories that we like to promote. Just trying to help other people. It's easy to talk bad about people. It's easy to find bad stories. Find something good. Find something positive. He says, I do appreciate all of my customers. I work really hard to maintain a business that is loyal and honest. And he's been overwhelmed by the response from his customers since the post was made. So it is a very positive story for him. And something tells me that act of gratitude, even though it wasn't done to, quote, get on social media, not even asking her name, those are the kind of things that can transform a business as well. Those are the kind of things that can help businesses and people thrive. And that's why we love to see stories like that all throughout the area. Greg says, maybe there's hope for the human race after all. Yeah, there is. And then at the same point in time, you'll see 5 minutes later, a story comes down and you're like, why would somebody do that? That's human nature. There's good, there's bad. There's hot, there's cold. There's a yin, there's a yang.
Next thing you know, there's a
push.
shooting. There's a shooting in Belleville McDonald's.
Yeah, there's push, there's pull. Just like the shooting that Projo just said at the McDonald's on South Belt in Belleville yesterday afternoon. Fortunately, the two people that were shot are listed in stable condition at last check. The suspect still in custody, a female, and they all knew each other. So one was angry about something and shot some people, and it happened at a McDonald's, which of course gets a lot of publicity because it happened inside a McDonald's. Workers getting angry at each other. And then, of course, that's the headline that comes out from the St. Louis metropolitan area, which we don't like to see because this was an argument that just went that way. But we love to promote people. We love to promote the positive. And that's why we always give this platform an opportunity to promote others and letting us know, staying positive as much as we possibly can. But we do know things will happen in life that will make us go, damn. And then there's people who are still trying to get what they should be getting back when it comes to what happened with Coldwater Creek. Another study has come out which ranks, or at least it speaks about, the situation from Coldwater Creek. This time a Harvard study, which is shedding light. And we've had people join us on our show from Coldwater Creek in Byzantine. They recently just got a payment. Did you want to say something?
Well, yeah, Greg sent a message. He apparently has the state representative ready to come on possibly next week if you want.
Yeah, Greg talked about that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yep.
This just came out, and we will get her on. It just, you're literally talking about a study where you had, I blocked it out. Sorry. No, I lost it. So the study is basically saying and proving through babies' teeth, how they were able to do the study through Harvard, that those who lived closest to Coldwater Creek, the chances of developing cancer increased incredibly high percentage. And then, of course, we've talked to Greg and other people about that. Just what was done to people for generations, literally generations, after dumping in the 40s from the Manhattan Project radioactive material. And we're still talking about it. It's a story now in 2025, which is just fascinating to me. It's taken a long time to get some justice, and nothing will ever make up for it, but a little bit of justice, just so that people know, hey, we knew something was wrong from the get-go. We tried to tell people. We tried to tell the government. Nobody wanted to listen. Nobody wanted to pay. Nobody wanted to do anything with that situation. But don't think that we were silly, because we weren't. And we knew something was going on. Something was wrong.
Well, and this is extremely good for the people affected because it's a Harvard study. It makes it completely legit, and they can't deny
it does.
it
You know
now.
what? It adds to it. You're right.
Right.
It does, in my humble opinion. It does. They're just trying to get some publicity out there as well. And who knows? Maybe there's a way to help take care of business and victims from Coldwater Creek in another way that we're not familiar with. So it is what it is. 7:18 is our time on a 7:17. I missed 7:17 on 7:17 by 1 minute. Or I could say it's 7:17 on 7/17, 2025. You're at Arch City now. What's happening in your neck of the woods today? Like, subscribe, share the show. Let us know. If you want to jump in on the calls, you can. 855-282-8255. Once again, that's 855-282-8255.
I'd like to point out that we need 100 followers on Facebook.
100 followers
100
on Facebook.
in order to go live. So by the time our 60-day mark is up, we need 100 followers. So if you can go over to Arch City Now on Facebook and just like the page. That's all you need to do. And then we can go live and everybody can chat on there instead.
Well, thank you for the heads up there, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Checking it out right now just to make sure. From getting our stuff down. Yeah, got it. I was making sure that we're on there. We just got to get our followers and our likes up. So check it out. Facebook. Appreciate Projo putting that up there, the material that we're trying to get. This is Thursday, and what's happening in St. Louis. That's what we do. We appreciate you guys coming by. Polls, newsmakers, news headlines, you name it. That's what we try to cover. Okay. The best sandwich shop in the United States. They listed the best sub sandwiches, that is, in every state. Missouri has one. Projo thought maybe it was Amaghetti's earlier.
Would have been a good one.
Then he went with, what was your other choice? You thought it was Amaghetti's? Oh, Emos.
Emos, yeah.
You thought Emos, but I don't even think Emos would get, they weren't even in the competition, I don't think. I think
Right.
they'd be another category.
Yeah.
But I can't disagree with this. Joya's Deli in St. Louis, Missouri, local institution known for its hot salami sandwiches. This deli captures the heart and soul of St. Louis cuisine. Each sandwich is a testament to tradition and flavor. They have an absolutely amazing hot roast beef au jus sandwich that I had, and I was like, this is the best sandwich I have ever had. You go and you wait a little bit, depending upon the line, but the line is worth the wait. They put a new one out not too long ago in the Winghaven area in St. Charles County, and it's packed all the time. It is absolutely packed. So Joya's has it going on, getting ranked number 1 in this food poll that was put on. So by BiteSpeak, I think they're doing pretty damn well. Congratulations to Joya's. But subs, making subs, I mean, you can find good subs in a lot of places. What makes a good sub? Obviously, you got ingredients and you have bread.
Well, for me, it's roast beef, and a lot of places don't carry roast beef anymore, which is
Is
strange.
that because of the cost?
Probably. I'm not real 100% sure. However, a lot of sandwich shop have dropped beef altogether.
Really? I haven't noticed that.
I'm looking at their menu now, and I don't see one.
No, I trust you. That's bizarre to me to think that could actually be going on. But anyway, Joya's, love it. Lion's Choice, ranked number 3rd. They were in the polling. They were number 1 in the state for fast food restaurants. They were in a poll for USA Today's 10 best poll. They finished 3rd as the best regional fast food restaurant in America. I don't know what 1 and 2 are. I looked for them. I couldn't find it. And the article didn't even show it. I'm like, what is going on, people?
Okay, so they do have a hot roast beef sandwich.
Who has the hot roast beef?
Joyce.
Yeah, they do. I was just talking about it.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Projo, you'll have it. And you don't want to overhype anything. You know, in life, it's all about under-promising and then over-delivering. I've learned that.
The bread looks phenomenal. I'm just saying.
It is good. It is so good. Shout out to Joyous, that's for sure. I could do a Joyous every morning. Speaking of which, since we do the morning show from 6 to 8, what's your morning routine? Seriously, are you a coffee drinker? How do you get up? Do you drink energy drinks? Do you do anything in the morning? Do you just wake up and go? Is it water? The first thing I do is drink like a 16-ounce glass of water, 16, 17-ounce glass of water. First thing I do, hydrate yourself, get yourself moving. I think it's one of the best things that you can do. It also tries to help me wake up. You know what I used to try was apples. I was told I read where apples can help you get up in the morning. Of course, we're talking about morning things being 7:23 on a Thursday morning. We're here from 6 to 8, Monday through Friday, bringing you through the morning existence of your life, getting you going up and out the door. What is it that you do? What helps you get going? Are you a coffee person? Is it black coffee? Is it some other kind? How many coffees? Any of those things. Greg says, what? No Quiznos? Is Quiznos still around? Forgive me for asking. I don't remember the last time I saw a Quiznos sub shop.
I really don't think so.
And I know it can depend on where you live and where you're driving in your particular day, where you're working, where you're taking the kids, where you're going out, any of those things. I thought Quiznos was pretty good back in the day.
For as long as they've been around, I think I've been there less than a handful of times, like probably 2 or 3.
You got Jersey Mike's. They do a pretty good job as well. But Joya's they're a step above. They really are. I'm just curious what people do. I'll drink 2 cups of coffee in the morning. 2 cups. That'll help me get back. And I'm cutting myself off the creamer. cutting back. I've had to cut back. Drink the black coffee if you can, the healthy stuff. But we have the best donuts in the country, coming from Greg. I guess you're saying, I guess, was that because of Coldwater Creek? You've got Coldwater Creek, but you also have the best donuts.
I don't remember the donut.
LuInfo.com weather, presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports, anytime, anywhere. Back to more of Arch City Now with Vic Faust on the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at LuInfo.com.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Happy Thursday morning. The time is 7:34 on this July 17th. Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, ready to rock and roll. The sun is up. The sun is finally shining. We love to bring a lot of positivity and notoriety to St. Louis as best as we can. That's what this show is all about. That's what we do on this network. You can stream us at LuInfo.com. We are Arch City Now. I'm Vic Faust. The producer is Pro Joe Eli, back in the station as well, helping us make sure that we look and sound as good as we possibly can. By the way, you can jump in on the chat line. You can do that as well at YouTube and X. Once again, that's YouTube and X, Arch City Now. Join the conversation. Let us know whatever you do. Whatever you want to do, jump in. We'll do that. Greg says, you make fun of Greg and the show freezes. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah, it did. All good. We're moving and rocking and rolling on this Thursday morning. What do you guys want to do? We were talking about getting yourself going. What I like to do is I drink about 16, 17 ounces of water, and I have 2 cups of coffee. That gets me going in the morning. Pro Joe, your idea of getting up in the morning and getting you going is?
I get up at 3:35, get in the shower, and I'm out the door by 4:30, here by 5.
No, but what is it? Do you?
Oh, I don't drink coffee.
You don't drink coffee.
I drink
you don't
water.
Do anything?
I got my
and you feel fine.
Yeah.
Wake up ready to go. Don't want a coffee. Okay, maybe it's the 2 cups that I've become addicted to. Damn, Joe. Yeah. Damn, Pro Joe.
That caffeine will get you.
Yeah, you don't want to have too much of it. I do know that. I do. I know that. I get it. We had talked about Joya's being named the #1 deli in the state of Missouri. Not bad. By what was it? Food Bite? I think it was Food Bite who produced that. Also, US Stacker put a poll together and they gave some criteria for it. It made me think about St. Louis when it comes to who we are, what we are, because there's so many really cool spots throughout our area. The best city to live in the state of Missouri. The best spot, the best city to live in the state of Missouri, according to US Stacker, for their criteria, which we were reading earlier, which had everything to do with, a lot to do with amount of money made, parks, schools, activities. It was Clayton, Missouri, ranked as the #1 city to live in the state of Missouri. Your thoughts on that? Do you agree, disagree? Is there another shout out for maybe your hometown or somewhere where you grew up? Why you say what you say? Clayton gets the nod at #1. There's a lot of really cool spots for a variety of reasons and whatever your family is all about, all throughout the St. Louis Metro. All throughout the St. Louis Metro.
I don't know what about Clayton is affordable, though. That's, I don't know.
Well, I haven't looked for housing in Clayton. I don't know. You could find affordable in Clayton, I think. Well, it depends on, and there's not a lot. I mean, you're talking about a 2 mile by 2 mile square.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's literally what Clayton is, about 17,000 population right now. That's what they listed in the polling, at least. But that's where you were. So Clayton gets a nod. Pro Joe, you said earlier you were talking about Branson. I didn't know if there's somewhere that you personally like and for what reasons you like. Could I see myself living in Clayton? Yeah. Do I like, I mean, all the places I've lived in a lot of places for a variety of reasons in my life here. You know, whether it was the Maryland Heights Creve Coeur area, loved it. Chesterfield, liked it. St. Charles County area, Cottleville, loved it. Spend a lot of time in Winghaven now because of Megan. Like it. Really love the community.
Yeah.
The Metro East, good spots. There's a lot, and I think it's a lot of what you make of it. There's some other areas that make it a little bit easier for you. You know, I used to spend a lot of time in Ladue, and you know what? It drove me crazy finding gas stations. It was like the only thing, and it was part of it. It was like, oh my gosh, where am I going to go get gas? I'm almost out of gas. You have to plan for it. So if anybody's got any shout outs from that standpoint, would love to hear them.
Yeah, no gas stations or fast food in Ladue.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess it's to each their own, wherever you're going to go, whatever you want to do. Any shout outs from your standpoint when it comes to what you like, what you think? I mean, and that's, we invite you to call in as well if you want to. 855 282 8255. 855 282 8255. You can also stream us at luinfo.com. Hot Take Central 2.0 with the former Blues Cam Jansen and Cardinals broadcaster Jim the Cat Hayes. They come up next. They take you every Monday through Friday from 8 to 10 a.m. And this show is all about you, what's happening in St. Louis, headlines, polls, things from that standpoint. I know a lot of people who live in Kirkwood. They absolutely love Kirkwood. And then my contingent from Webster. Oh, we're where it's at. We love Webster. And then, of course, we were talking about Ladue, and Clayton gets the nod as the number one city. But then there's great spots in St. Charles County. There's great spots south. And we're not just saying this to try to make everybody feel good. There really are. In South County is growing because people are going there, whether it's cheaper in South County, in St. Charles County, whatever it may be from that standpoint. I'm just curious what people think, or where you're from and why you love it. Because we all represent the Lou, a bunch of small communities making up the bigger whole, or smaller communities making up the bigger whole. Town and country. I mean, there's so many really good spots, and I'm missing things. People live all over the place. St. Louis, I mean, yeah. Well, Frontenac's kind of nice. Huntley, of course. Get it? It all makes sense. Yeah, great places to live. Things to do around you. Activities. Clayton comes in at number one for the state of Missouri, which I thought was pretty interesting. I saw the headline. I was like, oh, I wonder what it's going to be. Because you don't know if it's going to be a Kansas City place, or sometimes the polling will have like Columbia, Missouri, the best town. From the chat line, when they plot land out, they give it a name. The area around the airport before it was developed was called Lower Ladue Hills. Had no idea. How about that? Let me repeat that for our listeners.
Greg's old.
Yeah, it's all right to show your age. The area around the airport before it was developed was called Lower Ladue Hills. And it's not far from Ladue, so that would make sense to me. I could see that. I don't know what year that was, but it's very interesting. We try to pass along information about St. Louis, focusing on St. Louis. So that would certainly make sense to me. By the way, you can follow us at Arch City Now, jumping on the chat lines as well on YouTube and X. Thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing the show, and passing that information along to others. That's where we're here Monday through Friday. Tomorrow, Dr. Eric Naputi will be joining us to talk about some products, BioLimitless, and how it can help you be proactive in regards to staying away from sickness, not just treating symptoms, but getting ahead of the game. Congrats to, 1930s. 1930s, the airport area. What would that be considered? Like, what's in Terrace, St. Louis City, St. Anne, Bridgeton?
Yeah.
I mean, 1930s, it was called Lower Ladue Hills. Where do you live? I live in Ladue. I live in Lower Ladue. That's awesome. Lower Ladue. Where are you from? I'm from the LL, Lower Ladue. That's funny. That's funny stuff.
The LLSTL.
The LLSTL. I'm from the LLSTL. Yeah, getting a little stupid there. Vic Faust here. That's the voice of producer Projo. We're at 7:42 on a Thursday morning. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Every day we hope is going to be wonderful. You got to go with the flow. Things will be up, things will be down. We get you going from there. Greg says Grandpa used to hunt where Northwest Plaza is. Okay, now you're really going back in the day, because I still remember Northwest Plaza was it. They had the merry-go-round, my parachute pants there. You kidding me? Come on, you guys know what I'm talking about. Some of you maybe. Anyway, hey, by the way, if you guys drink any Coke, the president says they're going to stop putting high fructose corn sugar into their mixes. That's a big deal. It's all part of MLK Jr.'s effort to make America healthy again. Coke says they haven't officially done that yet. That was their statement. The president saying that that's what they're going to do. They're going to move back to pure cane sugar, which is the way that it was up until the 80s, when cost efforts to make more money brought in the bad stuff. Not that sugar itself, not that pure cane sugar is really good for you, but certainly better, as studies have shown from a medical standpoint, than putting the fake stuff in.
Natural is always healthier.
Yeah, always healthy, trying to be. One of those stories in the final block that we like to talk about too is headlines that we might have spoke about a little bit earlier in the show. The airport that takes you the longest to walk through. Yeah, it's not Lambert. I mean, you'll have to stand there if you have 40,000 Seventh-day Adventists trying to leave like we saw on Sunday. No, it's Dallas-Fort Worth. 1.5 miles long from the entrance to the final gate. 171 gates. Hello. Number 2 is Denver Airport. I've walked in both, and they are long and they are big. Good airports too, though.
What you said Denver was 1.1 miles. So that's a considerable jump between Denver and Texas.
No, it is. It is. Orlando came in there at number 5. That was your guess. You said Orlando had to
Chicago,
had to be a long one.
Because I know Chicago is I thought it was the biggest airport in America.
I don't know.
O'Hare, yeah, I thought.
Well, yeah, I don't know, buddy. Maybe our crack staff can get on that really quick. Greg says it's going to be the new old Coke pretty soon. Yes, it will. We also learned today for Passover, yellow caps on the Cokes represented the pure cane sugar as opposed to the fake sugar that they've had since the 80s. Blues have put out their hockey schedule. First game, October 9th at home against Minnesota. You can check out their website to see more of the games that are going on this year. Try to get some season tickets. Get in line from that standpoint to find out what may be good and other things happening for your life. Love the fact that the Evolution Festival is donating proceeds, a large portion of their proceeds as well, to victims of the St. Louis tornadoes. That Evolution Fest is September 27th and 28th. The headliner on Saturday is Sublime. The headliner on Sunday is Lenny Kravitz, 27th, 28th. I believe that's Saturday, Sunday. If I'm wrong, please let me know. I don't think that was a Friday, Saturday. I think that's Saturday, Sunday. But they're going to give at least $100,000 to victims. They're already benefiting the United Way with the work that they're doing right now. Stiefel, as a presenting sponsor, Stiefel does so much in this town to try to help our community grow too. Shout out to Stiefel from that standpoint as well. Anything else moving the needle for you from this standpoint, let us know. And then I did see one of the things we like to talk about the stories here. A lot of times social media things can go viral, like the Good Samaritan story that we were sharing. The guy that worked at Jerry's Tires in Edwardsville, helping the lady out for free. She was trying to get her dad to the hospital. Those little things can change a person's day because we don't know what kind of crap people are dealing with or what they just went through. So you don't want to try to start trouble or be mean to people. Just try to let things happen. Just see where things are going. But an intense debate. I'm surprised Projo didn't get in this because we all know that one person that can't just go by a social media story and not comment. That's Projo. Our producer Joe likes to jump in
sometimes
and chat, I guess, if it's getting you excited. Well, there was a question recently asked on Facebook, is Missouri in the Midwest? I'm like, what? That's straightforward, right? Well, apparently not if you talk to people on Facebook.
Meet me in the comments.
Meet me. The keyboard warrior. Some would say what I would say. It's the heart of the Midwest. Of course, we're the heart of the Midwest. And an academic survey shows that the vast majority of Missourians do identify as Midwesterners. But people online were going back and forth talking about the state's identity still possibly being in question. Now, the 2024 survey conducted by Middle West Review in partnership with Emory University found that 94% of Missourians identify as Midwesterners. Okay, case closed. It's over. Really, it's not that confusing, right? Well, they say not necessarily true because according to the editor of the Middle West Review, where does the South begin? The last few counties in southern Missouri? Is it at the Arkansas border? Who knows? Where does it end? It's crucial to take this into account when generalizing about an entire state, as specific regions may differ, and where should the boundary be drawn between Midwest and South. Missouri is not a South. It's not a Southern state.
No,
it's not.
It's definitely a.
And if you travel, you can see. I mean, Fox 2 had the Facebook post. They left it out there. They put it out there because of this Middle West review. Some of the comments said Missouri is the heart of the Midwest, but then others pushed back and said, nope, we're Southern. We're not Southern.
No, we're
St.
definitely
Louis
not
is not. Okay, let me raise. St. Louis is not Southern. Maybe the Boot Heel. Maybe they'll consider it. Maybe Springfield, Missouri may consider themselves to be Southern. We're not a Southern state. We're a Midwestern state. Now we border 8 states, which is insane. And 4 of those are Arkansas, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Oklahoma. And those are officially considered Southern. Arkansas, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Oklahoma. And they border Missouri. So, and does it mean anything if you're a Southern state as opposed to being a Midwestern state? I don't know. One commenter said, we're basically North Arkansas. Stop it. Just stop it right there. We're Midwestern. And I know Missouri has some ambiguity when it comes to history, when you look back at some of the things that are going on. Modern Missouri still reflects its duality, sometimes in small, telling ways. Sweet tea versus unsweetened, Pro-Joe.
I mean,
the Southern thing is sweet tea.
Oh, yeah, Southern thing.
But I like sweet tea, and I still say that we're Midwestern, we're not Southern.
Yeah, I like sweet tea also. I don't think that really gauges whether...
They said biscuits and gravy versus toasted ravioli.
Well, oh man, that's a tough one. I like both.
Pop and soda. We say soda here. I guess they say pop in the South.
Southern, yeah.
Yeah, but up in Michigan, they call it pop.
No.
I mean, I had to listen. It drove me crazy. I had to listen to that for almost 12 years.
So
when I lived there.
I look at it more this way.
And we're not Missouri. We're Missouri. We're Missouri. We've already talked about that in this show too as well.
So Lebanon, Kansas is the exact center of the United States. We are east of Lebanon, Kansas.
Okay. So your point?
We are mid-east.
We're not the Midwest. We're the Mid-East. You know what? That's a good point. It really is. Because you just think about that. It's like, okay, yeah, we'll just call ourselves Midwest. Or just mid. We're middle.
Right. We're mid.
We're middle. Central. The Midwest. So technically, if we're really doing a technical standpoint of breaking down this polling system here in the St. Louis area, we're Midwest. Or we're Mid-East.
We're east of the middle.
Mid-East. Greg says the Arnold Palmer tea, half lemonade. There you go, boys. Yep. Okay. In the midst of all that, once again, if people are just joining us, Joya's voted best sub shop in the state of Missouri. Congrats to Joya's. Absolutely love it. We talked about the Evolution Festival, the Good Samaritan, Midwest, Mid-East. It would be so difficult to say Mid-East. But if we're Mid-East, we'd be the only state. Think about that. Who are we? What do we want to be? Do we even care with some of those things that are happening and going on? I don't know. I just think it's funny. Yeah, we're the South. Missouri is not a South. We're part of the SEC for Mizzou being the Southeastern Conference. So you get the East in there at the South from that standpoint. But no. Okay. By the way, if you want to try to plan, if you're looking for tickets, good luck trying to get them. Savannah Bananas in town tomorrow night. Once again, the Savannah Bananas at Busch tomorrow night. Saturday night, sold out shows for the Bananas. Way to go, St. Louis, promoting and doing everything that you guys do and always do throughout this area.
Apparently, Kelly Mano still has tickets. I don't know if she still
Our
has
friend
them.
Kelly does?
Yeah. She was selling her tickets yesterday.
Really?
Yep.
I put a little text message in there. I did. Hey, there's a Schnucks Market downtown at 9th and Olive now. How about that? That's another interesting thing that was just promoted to me. I haven't seen it, but 9th and Olive got a little Schnucks down there. Congratulations to Schnucks opening up there. Pray that they do well, get people some options, some choices. That's for sure.
It definitely needs something down there.
Yeah, I agree. It would be nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than not having anything at all. You know how that would go. Also, it should be a interesting day weather-wise. It's cooled down a little bit. The humidity not quite as bad, but we're told there could be some storms later in the day. There's some heat that's coming for the weekend that you might be dealing with as well. We'll continue to cover all of that stuff. You just have to kind of wait and see what happens. Also, the new commissioner board for St. Louis City Police. We talk a lot about safety in the entertainment district and promoting St. Louis. Well, they put that new board of commissioners together, and they have their first meeting today. So we'll see what comes out of that. The board was mostly appointed by Governor Kehoe, and they're going to try to make decisions and see what we can do to bring more positivity, more safety, more security, a better perception to the St. Louis area than maybe what we've had before. So, we'll continue to cover those stories. Dr. Eric Naputi is coming in tomorrow. If you guys ever have shout outs for anybody, let us know. We like to do that on the show. Anything that's happening in your neck of the woods, let us know. Give shout outs for you. I was hoping people would promote where they live, as opposed to Clayton, which was voted the #1 city to live in by US Stacker in the St. Louis polling situation. I thought we might have got some people pumping up some of those other towns, but we didn't. So it is what it is. By the way, Hot Take Central 2.0 with the former St. Louis Blue Cam Jansen and Cardinals broadcaster Jim the Cat Hayes. They follow us every morning, Monday through Friday from 8 to 10 o'clock. We're here doing what we do every day from 6 to 8 a.m. And we love it when you guys join us. This show's all about you guys. Jump in on the chat. If you guys have ideas, stories, you can go to archcitynow@gmail.com. Once again, archcitynow@gmail.com. And remember the Good Samaritan story of the gentleman who works at Jerry's Tires in Edwardsville. It took him probably 5 to 10 minutes to go out of his way to make somebody's life a whole lot better that day. And that woman took it viral. He didn't do it looking for publicity. He didn't do it looking to gain more business, but that's exactly what happened for him. Was that the 45-second mark already? Okay. Gosh, we got to get out of here again already. But we love it when you guys join us. Remember, you can check out all the shows, luinfo.com. Once again, luinfo.com. You can stream us there. Please go to Facebook. Check us out on Facebook. We need at least 100 likes so we can start streaming there as well, because we are a new show. And if you guys know anybody that would be a good guest, let us know. They don't have to be the mayor of St. Louis to be on the show. We just want to promote everything that's good, positive, and fun about St. Louis. With that, for Projo, our producer, and Eli taking care of things back in the Kirkwood studio, we're live from Strategic Air Services in the Chesterfield Valley. I'm Vic Faust. Guys, have an awesome day. We'll see you tomorrow for our Friday show at 6 a.m.
People ask all the time, who the heck is Low Cost Airlines? Well, we're not just one airline. When you're talking to us,